I'm live. I'm live. Hello. Hello, peoples. So, yeah. I just want to show you something really ridiculous and really sad. On day 8 of quarantine. But the good news is apparently that there's no more people dying, so good for that. But with regards to like everything else, I don't know, like not many of us were prepared for this shit, were we? Well, I certainly wasn't. So, I mean, I've got this situation here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, about maybe 4, 5 joints or so. My get sleep on, and then just so y'all know, fuck, it's cold as well in South Africa. Like, how did this happen? Suddenly, all of a sudden, just like freaking cold, 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 cold. So I'm wearing like a whole bunch of stuff underneath me. I just woke up at super early in the morning. Everyone else is asleep. Well, it sounds like they're like downstairs or something. So maybe they're not fully asleep. But my my crusher. As you can see, it's really been like it's been used. It's Mr. Bob Marley. Oh, that's better. Like I literally just woke up like this, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go, whatever. So I haven't brushed my teeth. Yeah. So I thought we'd maybe have this bake and bake session together. I just did like a reaction video trying to see how I would react to stoners if I'm not stoned. But yeah, I mean, like I heard that there's no booze allowed in South Africa. I heard that there's no cigarettes in South Africa. Like, what? That is insane. Insane. I don't know if this is allowed, if I'm allowed to do this, but like, whoa. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, here I'm with my coffee. And that's some good shit. Other than that, like I fucking find it really difficult to accept the fact that it's another what? Fuck, my math is bad. So it's let's see. If we're 7 days in, then we got another 2 weeks or so. Like 2 weeks. That's tough. But yeah. For those of you who don't know how to roll a joint, let me show you. How to Roll a Joint by Dakota Danks. How to roll your last joint, rather. Yeah, and please do not judge the cheap cigarettes. Okay. Let me see what you're smoking first. I mean, this here is not bad weed. It's just that it's a mix. You know how they do that nowadays. They got this like greenhouse magic mix or something. So that's what that is. Now watch how quickly and how beautifully moi can roll a joint. Yeah, the reason that we put more mix today is because of quarantine. So I advise that during times when it's when it's all abundant and everything, then you don't need to add this much mix. Like, who's even up at this time? It's so cold. But you know what? I'm so happy because yesterday I thought I had a fever. like I had this like dry cough thing, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm dying from corona. But I woke up and I took a swig of brandy and realized that I'm okay. Okay, so now, as you can see, the dank is nicely ground, and it smells quite delish. Hello, who's downstairs? Just gonna give it a bit of a tap like that, and then you do that. And the color nicely ground up. Anyway, stop showing off and start fucking rolling. So, in case you do not have OCBs, which are like the expensive version of, not expensive, but not only expensive, slightly more expensive, but they're just so much more useful. So, because they give you Garrick. And that's why, like, because I don't know, those of you who don't know who I am, I am basically I do marketing for brands, for cannabis brands, specifically in South Africa, because it's an emerging industry in South Africa. And yeah, so we do, Dank Designs is our company. We do all kinds of branding, labeling, packaging, hosting. We've got Dank hosting, we've got Dank Designs, we've got Dank social media, like the works. So then what I do is I do this. It helps me to shut up, but no, actually it doesn't, because I'm very good at mumble rapping while holding a Garrick in my mouth. See, now this is what you use when you cheap as well. So if ladies, if your man takes you out on a date and he is using this Rizzler here, he is fucking, tell him you're racist. I'm gonna bother to roll backwards because it's fucking cold. And make it look easy. Too easy. The problem is there's no music playing. Yeah, this is how I forced you guys to listen to my own music. Just to the kindness that others bestow. Oh, I have received. I would like to give more. I'd like to give more. Excuse my nails. I'm like such not a ladylike lady. That's also because I'm not fucking looking for a guy, okay? I must say this is quite a fat joint for a joint that's one of the last. Cause there was nothing like my anger when it gets to rap. I am not that smart, I may not do better math, but I am so fucking into it too bad I'll give you. This is the worst joint I've ever on. I'll show you just what is wrong with your friend. Might disfigure joints, might disfigure joints, though. It's got a bit of like a penny bend to it. Me out and out and out and ow, 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 you hurt me. Oh no, but I won't show it, I won't show that today. Cause every time I show my feelings, man, you throw them away. Yeah, you say I'm being weak and I can hold myself know you make me better, yeah, you make me strong, yeah, I so lost of time. Oh yeah, surely there's a way to share this. What a strange joint I got here. What do you guys think? So another thing is I'm staying in a house where like nobody's really chatting to each other. I don't know why. Like I think we're meant to all be adults and stuff, but can you be a little bit stoned to go on this song? I got enemies. I got the man in my dreams. Yeah, I got the looks to tease. Got little memories. I got a lot of opinions, different things. I got a lot of time to be the man, a lot of expertise. I got myself a bag. Oh, and quite a bit of weed. I got quite good and better than that. Sobriety, I got some intention. Only until 6. Everything to me, saying 6. I got freedom to be me. I got freedom to be. Gone make you, and gon' take you, and gon' fake you, and gon' betray you, and gon' make you, and gon' fake you, and gon' make you. And also because I only get to regularly use the computer when everyone else is asleep. So this is me using the computer when everyone else is asleep. Yeah, I think it's fine. You're recommended to grab a pen and just write freely. And if the truth is right to be, I'm the fear of rejection. Why do I feel the negative? Does it take you some protection? I confess I'm a user. I've been a whole confused. Yeah, so like times is tough, but I got issues. I wanna be a conqueror, this girl has faith. Will you let me be vulnerable and call me brave? Will you take my secrets and use to the grave? And use the weapon that brought me in my place. And one thing is I love weed, and like for those of you who don't know my story, I gotta tell you my story. So maybe like I'll rename that whole thing to like, oh, how do you turn this up? I don't know. Anyway, let me turn the rest down. Not you. I'm not talking to you. You're sleeping. I'm live on YouTube. But I love you lots. Yeah, so the rest of you. But I mean, I invited you as well, but you're sleeping. So I'm trying to look for something that looks like broccoli on here that I can send. Broccoli. Oh, I need a sunny day. I need a sunny day. And I need a big bag of money. Oh, I need to feel free. And I need a lot more weed. No, that's pretty much what that says. So, excuse the granny jacket. Okay, I'm wearing a granny jacket because it's suddenly overnight became winter in South Africa. I don't know how that happens, but it does. Mm. So yeah, this whole coronavirus thing was like, I don't know, it happened so quickly. It's like came and then subsided. I don't know what's going on anywhere else. I know that like the worst is probably predicted already. That might not be over, but it's predicted and managed as much as possible. So the only issue is the fact that we didn't know what was coming, and then the panic that came along with that. And you know, I mean, personally, I've been following Sivan Bomar from Secret Energy Spiritic for a very long time. So shout out to Sivan Bomar. Sivan Bomar. He's like the best. Check him out on YouTube. And yeah, he like said like 2020, the most important thing is sovereignty. And what is sovereignty? Sovereignty is being able. Sovereignty is like the closest word to freedom. And what is freedom? I guess freedom is not necessarily just being able to do what you want, but freedom is having the ability to do whatever you want. So having the resources, having the contacts, having the right documents, all of that. Like that's the part that I didn't realize about freedom. Freedom is not just being away from that which restricts you so that you can do whatever you want. It is rather having the weapons and then choosing not to use them, or having the freedom to do anything, and then so that you can then choose what is the appropriate response to whichever situation is presented to you. So sovereignty is like I've been seeking. No, unfortunately, I am a 28-year-old girl, so I've been seeking love too. But other than that, I've really been trying to stay focused on being sovereign. Being sovereign in the sense that self-governed, means sovereign. If you break it down like in an etymological sense, it's like sovereign is self-governing, right? Um, yeah, because we are all becoming more and more disconnected, while at the same time trying um, to sort of plug into this ideal that we see on the media and on television, whatever, and everyone around us in the outside. But I think like what we really desire and what really means anything to us, and what that candy that we're looking for, that that sweet stuff, is actually found inside ourselves. So it's found through exploring, and being sovereign enough to explore not only the outside 3D physical realm of the universe, but also our inner worlds. And I'll admit that, because I mean, this whole weed thing is definitely an excuse for me to not fully go into that side of myself. But like I said, I'm 28, so I'll do another video. I'll be doing a video on my plan for a weed detox, and this is not like anytime soon, and it's not forever. So and even if I do even even when I do a weed detox, which I've done before, I still love weed just as much. I still love weed as part of my identity, as part of my truth, as part of my philosophy, and part of my value system. Uh, I believe in, and I guess what's wrong. This is another video I need to also do. Is basically there are a lot of presuppositions that I hold because of the community. Because look, my mom is a, back to my story, right? My mom is Ukrainian, so she's fully Ukrainian. Grew up in the Soviet Union, and in a really strict sort of family, and and then she decided like whatever she does, she's going to rebel against that. So she sort of found my dad, who is um, um, a black man, basically from Africa, from Botswana, and got married to him. And they were married for 16 years. And although that was an act of rebellion, I believe, she still, she, because of the fact that he was so good at integrating into the already pre-existing structures that his society, that the Ukrainian society wanted. I guess he was just he was good at it. He got her good. And so, she came here, and she got introduced to this South African way of life, which is completely different. It is so chilled out and laid back and diverse. Like in Ukraine, you do not get people that are diverse. Like everyone is sort of the same. And if you're not the same, like if you decide to get a facial tattoo in Ukraine, everybody, like every one of your neighbors is gonna come to you and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you know what that's gonna do for you? Like, that's one reason why I also love leaving Ukraine, because it's ridiculous. It's like everyone's up in your face and up in your business, and yeah, that whole government. The government seemed. This is 10 years ago, guys. I do not know what it's like right now. I'm speaking. I'm literally like speaking as a ghost, because I've not been back there in 10 years. So what was my point? Give me a second. Let me just relight my joint. So because of all this, my mom became super fascinated with a different way of life, and she went all hippie. She like went like full out hippie. She's like, right now my mom is like, she's 50, she's rocking and she's fucking hot, but she's got like these long dreads like up down to her knees, blonde dreadlocks. This is a white woman in Ukraine with blonde dreadlocks. um she's not a rapper or anything, but yeah, she is just like so true to herself. And I guess, like, back to my point was that like I've got these sort of presuppositions about what weed means. And it means a lot to me. It's almost like a philosophy, a way of life, a what you call, not a religion, but a set of principles, I guess. So I'm gonna have to do that video and see how many of you who smoke weed would agree with these sort of principles. I mean, maybe if you check out my second last video that I did about like the 10 ways that weed makes you a better person, I think I do mention a lot of those there. But I think there's other things that weed smokers, when they look at other weed smokers, they just assume that that's a belief. And I think that needs to be, I think it's a little bit, it's not exactly the same as like the Rastafarian lifestyle. I mean, there are some similarities, but we need to clarify all this because uh, gosh, Nietzsche predicted the death of God, okay? And it's here. Like, where are we? Like this whole anarchy and like anarchy being like the best people, anarchists. Um, because they're the best people because they're the most honest. Like, we don't fucking know what's going on, and we all act like selfish people that are not going to experience anything after we die. We all like secretly believe that like once you're gone, and there's nothing else to follow. Mm. Otherwise, why would we act out in the way that we act out? I think that if you watch a lot of the movies and not the media because they try to just like cover it all up, but if you watch, like, I'm a weed smoker, so I watch music videos to learn my truth and my news from. I listen to like interviews. I'm obviously like steady and stuff, but it's gonna be like my news channel is Vice, okay? I fucking dig Vice. And like, I do not just believe, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to do a whole video about this, but like, not trusting authority, not immediately succumbing to authority. I think we've lost those values. We need to bring them back. And I don't know if that's through weed. I don't know if that's why weed is becoming legal now. I don't know if it's a part of like us seeking that sovereignty. I hope it is. And I hope that I can help drive that further and further and further, because I that is what I love about weed. And yeah, like I said, I love weed enough to take a break from it as well, like, so that I can enjoy it more. So yeah, I hope you guys have weed this quarantine, and I hope you have like good people around you. It's very, very, very important. And also another thing, guys, like, we're all so fucked. Like, we're all coping in some way. Like, we all do such stupid things, okay? Like, stop beating yourself up, whoever you are out there sitting there beating yourself up. Get onto the internet and just tell your truth. Like, just tell your fucking truth. Like, I I pretty much broke up with the love of my life a few days ago, and then went and had sex with a mutual friend who's like living with us during quarantine. So so like, how fucked up is that? Like, and now we're all living in the same house, acting all awkward. Um and somehow, yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to take responsibility for the whole thing, but I have to. Like, yes, there were different factors that played into it, but I could have, I don't know, maybe I couldn't have. I don't know. Quarantine's got us all crazy, so maybe we just need to forgive one another, and understand that we're all kind of dealing with our own shit, right? I don't know. Maybe me saying that will make someone else not feel so bad about what they did. Whatever it is that you do that you know is detrimental. Oh, please don't, people, please. Please don't, people, please don't, people, please. Please don't, please. Own business.
This is a test. If this is a contest, get you at it before you protest. I come from overseas. I don't come to appease. So please,
Please, please, please, please, please, people, please don't, people, please don't, people, please. People, please don't, people, please. Attention, I just have to mention it's fake and pretentious, but get off your knees.
Get off your knees and stop people pleasing. Stop people.
Yeah, so since like I think most South Africans need to get online and speak their truth. We all need to get connected. And come on, we've got the means. Like 5G is here. We're gonna like die from radiation or something soon. So you might as well use it. So that was please please. So yeah, please people, fucking truth is you have to be kind to be cruel sometimes. What? Cruel to be kind, and you have to be honest above kind. Because in the end, like, what's true is what's necessary, is what's good. What's true is what's good. And thank you so much for supporting my channel, everybody that's been commenting and watching. I'm so grateful. Like those few comments that you send, you have no idea what it does for me. Like, that's the only reason I'm carrying on with this. And I don't know where it's gonna end up at all, but I am more and more inspired to get to know myself and get to know you guys at the same time through this whole thing, because I have always lived on the internet anyway since I come from Ukraine. So we used to connect on the internet all the time. So I think there's lots of things we can skill share. We can like, come on, we can like share resources in ways that have to avoid the bad middleman. Come on, there's so much we can create if we just connect and just talk about what our problems are, our genuine, true problems. And who knows, the next person that comes into the chat room might just be a licensed psychologist or something, and needs some design work done or whatever. Like, let's just form a community. I would like to form a community. That is what I want more than anything, a community of people who who share similar values, understand my mindset, appreciate my mindset, and want to do stuff, want to actually get stuff done in the world, like, and know what they want to do. So come on, let's do this. So this whole live broadcast is for me to demonstrate how greedy I am and smoking the entire joint by myself. I'm kidding, I still got Dank. That was just a prank. It was a late prank for April Fool's Day number 2. So I got you. Let me go brush my teeth and chill. Guys, stay lit, stay true. If you can't stay lit, then I don't know, talk to me or something. If you can't stay true, then fucking consider therapy, or once again, talk to me. I will catch you out in your lies. You cannot look into these eyes and lie. You cannot. So come talk to me. What is it? And tell me what you wanna hear. Is there anything that this wise human being can assist you with? Cheers for now. See you next time.